At 5 o'clock, there is still no winner in the fight for the White House as elections officials in several swing states are still counting ballots.
So far, according to ABC News, Joe Biden has 253 electoral votes. President Trump has 214. A total of 270 or more are needed to win. And Joe Biden just spoke about the race and waiting for all the votes to be counted.
He also spoke about Americans coming together after a very divisive election. Let's go to Janine now in our newsroom to kick off our team coverage today. Janine.
You said it. Just within the hour, Joe Biden addressed the public saying he believes he has enough votes to be president. ABC News is now calling Michigan for Biden.
I'm not here to declare that we've won, but I am here to report when the count is finished, we believe we will be the winners.
ABC News has called the race in Wisconsin for Joe Biden, the Trump team vowing a recount. Now Biden's campaign sending a tweet to supporters asking for money for the potential legal fight ahead. In the early morning hours, the day after Election Day, the former vice president energizing a car rally of supporters.
We believe we're on track to win this election.
Biden boosted by wins in traditional Democratic strongholds, taking California, Oregon, and Washington. Holding on to blue states Trump tried to flip like Minnesota. And in a surprise outcome, Biden with a substantial lead in Arizona, a state that went red in 2016.
Michigan will complete its vote soon, maybe as early as today. And I feel very good about Pennsylvania.
One decisive loss, Florida. One big problem was Miami-Dade County, where his lead was just 53%. Biden's campaign manager telling Politico the former VP didn't underperform with Hispanic voters in Florida. Trump just did better. But polling shows overall Latino support for Biden was lower than for Hillary Clinton 4 years ago. Still, Biden's team says they're doing well in those other must-win states. The vote counting continues in Michigan, but once again, ABC News is declaring Biden the winner there, as well as in Wisconsin. Calvin and Nicole, we will be watching.
Okay, thank you, Janine.
Well, President Trump sending out a flurry of tweets today attacking the vote count.
The president also suggesting to take the fight all the way to the Supreme Court. Our D.C. Bureau Chief Ross Palumbo continues our team election coverage live from the White House. Ross.
And Calvin and Nicole, breaking right now, the president's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, just speaking moments ago in Pennsylvania, announcing a lawsuit and saying more are likely coming, calling Democrats crooks, all with zero evidence of fraud. And Pam Bondi with him as well at one point, questioning whether officers carrying badges at the polls were really officers at all. All of this after the president has been falsely declaring victory now for hours. After first falsely declaring victory with millions of votes left to be counted.
Frankly, we did win this election.
The president this morning sending out a flurry of tweets saying they are working hard to make up 500,000 vote advantage in Pennsylvania disappear ASAP. Likewise, Michigan and others. Twitter immediately labeling that as misleading.
This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country.
Trump even taking it a step further, claiming with zero evidence that it's been a fraud and pushing with zero legitimate power for the Supreme Court to step in.
We'll be going to the U.S. Supreme Court. We want all voting to stop. We don't want them to find any ballots at 4 o'clock in the morning and add them to the list. Okay?
Experts say that would be an illegitimate move as states continue to legally count the surge of mail-in voting due to the pandemic. Voting across Florida and the country has actually gone smoothly, and battleground states vowing to keep it that way according to the law.
We have so many. We had such a big night. You just take a look at
Tag. Also breaking right now, take a look at this. The president just tweeting out seconds ago saying, "We have claimed for electoral vote purposes the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, which won't allow illegal observers," he says, the state of Georgia and the state of North Carolina, each one of which has a big Trump lead. Additionally, we hereby claim the state of Michigan if, in fact, there was a large number of secretly dumped ballots, as has been widely reported. Calvin and Nicole, obviously, several false claims in that tweet. First of all, the president cannot claim anything. The vote will be decided by each and every state, and of course the electoral votes decided as well. And as for those ballots that were allegedly dumped in Michigan. That is not being widely reported. For now, that's the very latest live from the White House. Back to you.
Ross, we heard from Rudy Giuliani not too long ago, and we know the president is tweeting constantly, but are we expecting to hear from him directly?
You know, that's an interesting question, Nicole. I've been asking my sources here at the White House that very question for hours, and at this point, it doesn't appear that the president is going to be speaking today. As you just saw, the president has chosen once again to speak to America, or at least his 30 million followers, directly on Twitter.